Hey, BTS Army, welcome in. Welcome in and welcome back. Helena, welcome in. Lauren, welcome in. Oh, Lauren, you're not going to sleep tonight? You don't feel it? Or are you not feeling good? Hey, Lola, welcome in. No, I'm saying I'm here, but... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Oh, for some reason I thought it said I'm gonna sleep. Probably not gonna sleep. Got it. Hey, if we could put you to sleep, even better, right? I was watching my television shows this morning or this afternoon, and I was falling asleep. I hate that. I fall asleep midway, and then I wake up and it's over. It's like, oh my gosh, that went by quick. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for the room to get filled up. I love it. Hey, Janelle, how welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Maria, welcome back. Maria, Lauren was just saying the same thing. I think we're all tired tonight for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just Thursday. Hey, Dad Tail Cubs, welcome in. How's everything in Illinois? T-storms, then snow as usual. Oh, wow. Thunderstorms and then snow. Wow. How cold is it right now? Is it more, is it warmer or is it still cold? Cold rain and snow. I was in Chicago at this time last year. I went just in time for St. Patrick's Day. 31 tonight. Oh, okay. I got to do all the touristy things. I got to explore the Green River. Excuse me. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for 7 more people. Yeah, the city, downtown. I stayed right next to the museum, the Chicago Museum. Literally just down the street from it. I got this really cute Airbnb. Oh, it was like a townhome. Very nice. It was a little spooky getting into it because I had to go through the back. I had to go through the alley and then through the back. But once I got used to it, it wasn't that bad. But I felt safe there. Hey, Gracie Gray, welcome in. I know we haven't seen you in a bit. Mind the rats, right? No, I didn't really see anything. I really love how the subway goes from the airport to directly into the city. It's so convenient. I think I went through Midway because there's O'Hare and Midway. I came in through Midway. Midway. Yeah, South Side, yeah. Yeah, it was a little dingy coming in. What's your favorite place? Oh, my favorite place? At least it's not New York where there's 6 foot tall. Oh yeah, I've seen some videos of that. Ugh, I don't know how you guys do it. Lauren, my favorite place that I've gone to visit, I would have to say, I think my favorite place has been the south of France. I was in Nice, I think it was 2 years ago, 2023. I would say Nice. I landed in Bordeaux, then went to Toulouse, Nice, and then went to the Amalfi Coast. That was a really good trip. Oh, Dad Tail comes Nice. I would do Nice again before Amalfi Coast. Nice is very organized. It's easy to get around. Yeah, Bordeaux is beautiful. It's a beautiful town. BTS Army love French crepes. Nice. So you can take. So Nice is obviously on the coast, and there's a train that runs parallel. So you can go to Monte Carlo, one direction, and all the little towns there, and then you can go to Cannes and Antibes, I think it is, all along the coast there. So you can hit all these little beach towns and spend the day there. And they've got like we did a boat. I did a boat trip when I was there. It was this guy who has his own boat. We went there. We started like at 10 in the morning. Went through the whole day. He had like little food and wine. And there's so many boats there on the Mediterranean. They have a boat service where you can order pizza and sandwiches and water and wine, and they'll bring it to you. You order it, and then the boat will bring it to you, to your boat. So it's really fun. I think that would be my favorite. Would love to go back again. But I'm not a fan of going to visit two places at once or two places one time. Hey, Anna Ferguson. Yeah, it was such a good trip. It's a really good trip. Nice. Yeah, and the French are very helpful. I didn't feel at all. Hey, Billy Cody, welcome in. I didn't feel at all, disrespected or anything like that. They were very helpful. I guess because it looked like I had a target on my face, like, ooh. All right, let's go ahead and start with our stories tonight. Let me go ahead and turn the main light on. We're going to start with, let me turn this around. We're going to start with The Museum. I really love this one because of the illustrations and the handwriting. It's something that you don't see a lot. Hey, Dartini, welcome in. And it's a little photo for you. Then when we open the cover, we get this really cool end page here. The Mona Lisa. Yeah, the art is very simple. It's a good word to describe it. Very simplistic, just like sketches. Nothing too, hey Venus, nothing too complicated. When I see a work of art, something happens in my heart. I cannot stifle my reaction. My body just goes into action. Was Mona Lisa just a woman that was painted? The cover is giving Global Village Coffee House mixed with Shoe Girl aesthetic. Maria, that's a lot. That's a good description. Was Mona Lisa just a woman that was painted? I think so. And you know what? It's funny because it's not that big. I always thought it was this big. Thought it was a big painting. Shoe Girl aesthetic. Show cover again. The museum. But I love the illustration though. But I love how what she's describing because this is exactly how I feel. When I see a work of art, something happens in my heart. I cannot stifle my reaction. My body just goes into action. Maria, is that a thing? I've never heard of that before. Giving Global Village Coffee House mixed with Shoe Girl aesthetic. How a random painting of a woman became the most famous painting. Right, Gracie Gray? I know. Yes, those are real aesthetics. I gotta look those up. This one makes me want to pose and stand up on my tippy toes. Now I'm all twirly whirly, twinkly sparkly, super swirly. So this is exactly how I feel with glitter. Oh, look at she's by all the greats, the ballerina, and then Starry Night. Twirly and whirly. Whew, exhausted. I take a breath. I can't wait to see what's next. Where's the girl with the pearl earrings? Is there one that we read before? The girl with the pearl. She exhausted herself. She got really excited. I think I'll analyze the who's and what's and where's and why's. Yes, Gracie Gray, I agree. Oh, the famous painting, you think it would be in this book. You never know, probably. Hey, Mango Dragon, welcome in. Please join the page. We're here every night. I'm starting to feel so sad and blue, heavy, lonely through and through. I think I need something to eat. Those apples would be a treat. Oh, she's feeling a blue Picasso. His blue era. I think I need something to eat. Those apples would be such a treat. I'm skipping through a field of flowers. I could keep this up for hours. Fragrant, soft, and so delightful. Fragrant, soft, and so delightful. Suddenly, it's all so frightful. I make silly faces at a guy. He did it first. I do not lie. Oh, these are some of my favorite ones. The Screaming Man. That one's really good. Look at her imitating it. And then this one. I love these odd shapes. So different. I do not lie. I'm giggly from all these lines and squiggles. I collapse into fits of giggles. Wait, what is this I see? Girl's got ADHD. She's giggling at one point and then she gets distracted and sees something. What is this I see? Totally relate. Yes, the screen is a classic. An empty canvas stares at me. You'd have to be really talented to pull off an empty canvas. Where is the color? What does it mean? It's the strangest art I've ever seen. Is this a joke? I shut my eyes and something happens to my surprise. Yes. Right, Maria? Yeah. Jeezy. I love it. I start to see things in my head, yellow, blue, then green and red. Circles, lines, all kinds of shapes, faces, flowers, and landscapes. I open my eyes and look once more at the canvas that I saw before. The canvas, she sees all these shapes here. We love a good moon. It's mine to fill the way I choose, a purple dot, a pair of shoes. Zigzag lines, the deep blue sea, a portrait of my mom and me. No longer blank, it's my creation. I'm feeling such elation. Not only are we getting good art and good illustrations, but the rhyming in this is top notch. Look at how pretty these colors are right here. Swirling. What a glorious time I've had. I've been scared, silly, mad, and glad. I'm energized from head to toe, even when it's time to go. Yeah, the doodles are really cool. Sometimes the rhyming feels lazy. Oh, interesting. No, Anna Ferguson. I like that. I like that feeling, because that's a feeling that we get, like a personal feeling, and you feel like it's lazy when it's rhyming. Interesting. The museum's closed for the night, but I know that it's all right. Its rhythm exists in all I see. The museum lives inside of me. She had a good night. Look at that, good moon. You know, it's funny because the Dr. Seuss ones, they get so into my head. The rhythm of it gets so into my head, maybe because it's long, that I hear it in my head. And then when I'm trying to read after that, I'm trying to stick with that rhythm. Look at how pretty this drawing is. Yeah, she had a really good time. Look at how pretty that. We love a good moon. It's like a cross of starry night. She's in her own starry night. The end. The museum. Good way to start the live. Really good way to start the live. We got a lot of good art, a lot of good illustrations. We love the doodling. Yes, Maria, 10 out of 10. I agree. Yeah, I give this one a 10 too. Good illustrations. Very simple. Good story. Not too complicated. Gracie Gray 8. Let's see what other. 8 for Brooke Homer. 10 for Billy Cody. Lauren a 10. 7 to 10. Nice illustrations. Lighthearted, yes. Anna Ferguson, I agree. Venus 9. John 10 out of 10. Hey, welcome in, John. Lola 8. Hannah 7. I know that feeling when it comes to art, or when it comes to going to a museum. The feeling that you get is really important on how it makes you feel. Lola 8, Hannah 7. Oh yeah, Faith, our butterfly tree. These are our ornaments. Faith, are you new? These are our ornaments. We do Project Wednesday. These are the ornaments that we made for our tree. The live audience, we have an East Coast feed and a West Coast feed. This is the West Coast feed. And they made this is, their butterfly is up here. You can see it. We're really proud of the little artists. They're really hard at work. They choose the colors. They choose the embellishments. Look at that pretty butterfly. Look at how pretty. It's like Biggie and Tupac here. Yeah. I'm in North Carolina, and yes, I'm new. Just stumbled across this page. Oh, Faith, welcome in. Everybody, let's say hi to Faith. Faith, so you're a night bird because it's 12 o'clock in the East Coast already. We have a lot of night sleepers. Everybody, let's say hi to Faith. Join our community. We have a really good community. Yeah, this is our West Coast. So what happens is we do a project on Wednesday, and the live audience gets to pick the colors that they want. So they wanted to do yellow on one side, blue on the other. They wanted to switch the colors. And then these are the little embellishments that they chose. Yep. You're in for a treat. Yes. Let me show you guys yesterday we weren't able to finish our 4-leaf clover because it was still drying. So I finished it today. Look at your guys' 4-leaf clover from yesterday. Faith, this is Abigail. We're going to today we're going to read 3 more books. We just finished the first one, but we have a new follower. She was commenting on our butterfly tree, and look at that shimmer. Yes, always fun. And then they chose, we spray painted it pink inside, and they chose heart embellishments, green ruby embellished. Yes, very gorgeous. The West Coast always has to show up. Always has to show up. We love it. All right, let's find our next book. We're very proud of our work of art. All right. Yeah, except Saturday. Saturday's our day off. Our next book, Return of the Underwear Dragon. What was your reasoning for starting a TikTok journey? Faith, TikTok is very easy. They give you really specific goals that you have to follow. And so my first goal was to get 1,000 so I can get my live button. So I would post like crazy. Post. I finally got my live button at 600. And I thought to myself, what am I going to do? So I just started reading children's book, and it took off. We had an amazing time. We started in September, so we got to read all the fall children's books. And then Christmas. For Christmas is when we started our trees. So now we're just this big community of people across the United States that found each other. And we read books and do art projects together. Yeah, I'm writing my own children's book. So stay tuned for that. Return. Oh, and I go to the library twice a week. What I love, I can write it, especially for some of us. Yes. It's one of the best ways to fall asleep and happy. Yes. Faith. Adults, we don't read to each other enough. Because we're always so busy, and we're got a lot of 100 things to do. It's nice to be able to, in simple books. There's a lot of people that I've seen online that will read like Harry Potter and stuff, but it's just too long, and I need pictures, and I need an ending. Hannah, this is how every Rockmore starts. Right, Hannah? Yep. All right. We love a good end page that gives us a big, bright pop of color. A good end page. Sir Cole needed an assistant knight. Yeah, I see the fantasy guy reading Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings all the time. Yes. I mean, I get it, but that's too long. I would lose, my ADHD brain would get 4 books, all endings, great for my ADHD brain. Let's see. Sir Cole needed an assistant knight. So here's Sir Cole. He's a little knight. He lives in a castle. Looks like there's something going on up there. Looks like a stage almost. Oh, he's got like a, oh, it looks like a playground. He goes up there, slides down, and into these big pool of, looks like bubbles or balls. Yeah. No, yeah, inside the trampoline. So he wrote a letter to the kingdom. Dear kingdom, I need an assistant knight. Applicants must be smart, hardworking, and eager to learn. Please come to Camelot if you are interested. Ask for Sir Cole, because that's what they call me now, Sir Cole. The people of the kingdom read Sir Cole's letter and lined up outside Camelot. Apparently, lots of people want to be knights' assistants. I know, right? So here's his letter. He's got this little quill, this feather pen. He wrote a little letter to the kingdom. And then look at all the people that responded. I would be in this line. I'd want to work inside the castle. Lady peasants with pheasants, giant monks with skunks, jousting jugglers, scabbed smugglers, bookkeepers' sons, innkeepers' daughters, makers of buns, and twin candy hoarders. So you have this whole lineup of people. Me pumping out these cover letters for Gracie Gray, right? Trying to say that to the Faith, exactly. My tongue would get twisted, believe me. But you got all these different characters coming to. I think the knight's gonna regret doing that. Turn sketchy apartments I used to live in. Oh, Anna Ferguson. I Scar for Life by Camelot because those nice turn sketchy apartments. Yeah, the art style on this one really cute. As did a girl named Claire who was preparing a kit for outwitting dragons in underwear. Interviewing all of them was going to take Sir Cole forever, so he went for a walk instead. So he called all these people for these interviews. He was over it, so then he went for a walk. Because we've got 2 moons here. We love a good moon. And then look at all the people, these interesting characters here. Just caught up with you already. Oh, Faith, I appreciate that. On his walk, Sir Cole kept seeing signs that reminded him of the underwear dragon. No dragons allowed. Underwear should be worn but not seen. Don't destroy kingdom. And a thought suddenly hit Cole like a ton of medieval bricks. The underwear dragon had entered the kingdom with his underwear showing, then tried to destroy the kingdom because he didn't know how to read. So Sir Cole went to find him. This is legit modern day job process. Right, Hannah? Uh-huh. Except for without the LinkedIn. No dragons allowed. So it looks like this is a story that has a beginning to it. This is the return of the underwear dragon. Back in his cave, the underwear dragon was having a nightmare about Sir Cole. But when he awoke and realized it was just a dream, the underwear dragon was super relieved but still worried. he never wanted to see Sir Cole again. There's Sir Cole. Look at the underwear dragon. He's like, oh, not him. Then he wakes up and look at how mortified he looks. Isn't he? He's got his little stuffed animal. Unfortunately, Cole was knocking on his door. Hey, underwear dragon, it's Sir Cole. I know you destroyed the kingdom only because you couldn't read, so I'm here to teach you how. But the underwear dragon was too embarrassed to talk to Sir Cole. That's right, underwear dragons get embarrassed. Look at his underwear hanging on the line there. So I guess he doesn't know how to read. Him and his teddy bear. So he's going to show him how. Underwear dragons get embarrassed when they don't get gold stars, can't do the monkey bars, trip on loops, accidentally toot, spill juice, grill Bruce, lose to brute, stain their shirt, meet someone new, step in poo, rip their shorts, are bad at sports, crash downstairs, or lose their underwears. The last thing the underwear dragon wanted to do was admit he couldn't read. So he was going to do all these things except admit that he couldn't read. Yes, an accidental tootage is embarrassing for sure. Really, Anna Ferguson? Will go out of their way except admit it. So he pretended to be a duck. Sorry, the underwear dragon doesn't live here anymore. I'm just a giant duck, which you can tell is true because I speak fluent duck. Quack, quack. See? Go away now, please. Person I don't know. Sir Cole smiled. He had an idea. Well then, giant duck, maybe I can teach you how to read, since the underwear dragon is definitely not here. So he's acting like he's a duck now. He's not falling for it. The underwear dragon had always wanted to learn to read, and since he had such a great disguise, he said, quack. Oh, so now that he's under a different disguise, he's going to admit it. Have a good night, Gracie Gray. They started with the alphabet, then the sounds the letters made. Next, some short words, followed by long ones. It was hard for both of them. Sir Cole wished he had an assistant to help. Frustrated with himself, the underwear dragon took a deep breath. He was trying. He's all deflated. And torched the book they were using. Then he went to destroy the kingdom again. He was over it. He's like, I'm not going to learn how to read. Forget it. Get the little fire here. Take off. Cole was frustrated too. He wanted to give up. But from out of nowhere, the girl named Claire reached into the Outwit Dragon kit she had prepared. So he, on his last leg, and he sees his friend here, Claire, into the Outwit Dragon kit. So let's see how he tries to outwit the dragon. And pulled out a homemade fire extinguisher. It gave Sir Cole an idea. He found the underwear dragon just as he was about to destroy the kingdom again. Uh-oh. They got a fire extinguisher. Here he is, getting ready to blow down that castle. Yeah, they did give her hair texture. Huh? Love it. The little details. and gave him a new book he might like better. The cool pictures greatly interested the underwear dragon, and he calmed down. So Sir Cole and the underwear dragon started over. Look at the underwear dragon, living his best life, learning how to read. Whenever the underwear dragon got frustrated and the underwear dragon got frustrated and torched the book, Claire just put the fire out. So he would get pissed, and there's Claire shutting him up. Steaming him down. He's like, what? First grade teachers ever feel this way when teaching? Yes. 100%. Like, what? The underwear dragon didn't give up this time. He kept trying and trying until he learned how to read. Go, dragon, go. Look at this red in the background. Isn't that pretty? Dark maroons and reds. The underwear dragon felt fantastic, and Sir Cole gave him a reward to show how proud he was of all his hard work. Thanks to Sir Cole and Claire, the kingdom was saved, and Claire was made an assistant knight. Oh, she proved herself. She came in with a game plan, and then she became the assistant. She was knighted. Look, his underwear's got alphabet all over it. That's very cute. We're going to have to find the first one to give us context. The first thing Sir Cole asked Claire to do was write down everything that had happened to them so he could read the story every night to every knight at the round table. Look at him, Sir Cole. He's reading it to all the knights. And then look at the dragon and Claire. Hey, Allison, welcome back. Right, Faye? She got that job. She nabbed it. The end. Return of the Underwear Dragon. Yeah, this is his Camelot. Mm-hmm. All right, this is a good one. I really enjoyed this one. You guys are getting really good titles tonight. We started with the museum, 1, and then Return of the Underwear Dragon. If you enjoyed the museum, put a 1. If you enjoyed Return of the Underwear Dragon, put a 2 in the comment section. Let's take a vote. Yes, girl bossing her way into knighthood. Totally. Janelle Howell 2, Brooke Homer 2, Anna Ferguson 2. I'm going to have to come back more so I don't miss out. Yes, Faith, you're going to have to come back regularly. Faith, if you, our first one is at 10, your time. And then 12 o'clock right now, you guys are John 2. Hey, Andy, welcome in. Renee 2, John 2. We always love having new people in our lives. We usually read 4 titles a night. Okay. Let's look in the new stacks and see what we have. Let me put these over here. I found some really goodness. I found some really good ones this time when I went. Let's read this one. This one's interesting. An interesting title. The Peanut Man by Carmen Agra-Diddy, New York Times bestseller. Illustrations by Raw Colin. Yes. Our brains get fed. We love a good end page. Look how pretty those patterns are. Yeah, little peanuts. The Peanut Man. Let's see what year this was published. This looks like a fairly new title. 2025, this year. This is from the library by my school, and they always buy new books. Always buy new books. 2025. Look at how pretty this illustration is. It's like watercolors. Like watercolors. The Peanut Man. The song of the Peanut Man wound through the streets of old Havana, as smooth and bright as a red velvet ribbon. Ooh, we haven't had, yes, Faith, it's so true. We've never read a book out of why do I keep saying Canada? Cuba. Havana. When the song reached my window, I gave the shutters a small push. A gust of salty sea air rushed in, along with a scent of mani, peanuts, and that meant yes, Kay has a peanut allergies anxiety. You're like, oh no, I can't be anywhere near peanuts, even in books. So our little friend here, she hears the peanut guy. She loves peanuts. So she gets up and looks out the window. Emilio, I squealed as the old man stepped into the lamplight like an actor onto a stage. He wore a jaunty hat. His face, as wrinkled as old tobacco leaves, spread into his toothless smile. Coqui, he called. He knew everyone by name, and we all knew El Manicero, the Peanut Man. Now it was time to play our game. El Manicero, the Peanut Man. Look at these colors. These vibrant colors. Blues, oranges, reds. Yeah, the curtains are really cute. I tucked my thumbs in my ear, stuck out my tongue, and made our silly sound. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Emilio clutched his chest in horror. Then he laughed and struck out his own tongue. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. We loved playing that game every single night. So they know each other, and they have their own little greeting. Yes, the perspective is on these. Up at the top and then the bottom. But one night was different. As Mommy tucked me into bed, she told me I must be very brave. We are leaving Cuba for los Estados Unidos. ¿Por qué? I asked. Why? I had so many questions. She sighed and drew me close. Because your gentle father is a man with opinions, and in our country that can be dangerous. Will we come back? I asked. She hugged me tight and whispered, try not to worry. We'll be together, and that's all that matters. But that didn't answer my question. I worked with a kindergarten with peanut allergies. This book would have made him nervous. Yeah. Yeah, you always have to ask them about peanuts. So they're going to move to they're going to go from Cuba to the United States. We've never had a children's literature book like this. This is very interesting. It's an interesting perspective. Manny, peanuts. My friend had appeared when I needed him most. Emilio, I cried. Nos vamos. We're leaving. I told him everything. I think you'll like your new country, he said. And, lowering his voice, he added, they say it's the land of plenty, liberty, and baseball. Hold it, what? I swiped my arm across my damp eyes. Baseball. I love baseball, I cried. We definitely are a land of plenty. Liberty, and baseball. Definitely a land of plenty. See, already there is something to love in your new country, he said. But don't forget your friend Emilio. Nunca, I promised, never. His answer was to stick out his tongue. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Fiddle, 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 I echoed as he turned to go. Hasta mañana, I shouted after him. Adios, Coqui, he called back. We left Havana the next day. So she had to say goodbye to her friend, the Peanut Man. Look at how sad she is. Coqui. It was months before we reached our new home in Decatur, Georgia. That's interesting to go from Cuba to Decatur, Georgia. But guys, look at this illustration. That's cool. They included Spanish and his kids. Yes. Look at this really cool illustration though. Map of the United States, Cuba, Florida, Miami. So they went from Havana to Mexico City, and then from Mexico City to Florida. Yes. I'm so sad that we can't, I mean, we can go to Cuba through Canada, or like they did through Mexico. But man, Cuba is just off guards. That's a pretty picture though. Decatur, or then they went from Florida, they rode their car to Decatur, Georgia. Oh, Hannah, can you go to Cuba? I thought we weren't allowed anymore. I think the administration flip-flops. The first night, the wind hissed through the windows of our attic apartment. Bobby sealed them shut with shiny silver tape. My sister, Tercy, told me this was why we couldn't hear the Peanut Man's song. We fell asleep to the rattle of a warm radiator and waited for spring. Spring came, off went the tape from the windows. But no Peanut Man sang the night, nor any night that followed. I was homesick. 3 more Georgia springs came and went. I made new friends, picked up some wobbly English, and learned a funny game about a bridge that kept falling down. I was still homesick, being here, missing there, but one thing reminded me of home. Yes, Faith, that they have a lot of, yes, because they're not able to bring in foreign imports. And a lot of people from the US go there, car collectors go there to buy them because they're so old. So she's getting used to her new environment. She's still homesick though. Baseball. Every season, Poppy and I listened to the games on the radio. In 1966, the Milwaukee Braves moved to Atlanta. Outfielder Henry Aaron quickly became our favorite player. That fall, Poppy had a surprise for my birthday. 2 tickets to the new ballpark. We were going to see Hammer and Hank Aaron. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lindsay Armstrong, the car is there. My cousin's friend is from Cuba, so he went. Oh, how fun. I would love to go to Cuba. So one thing that was for sure was baseball. And Dad had a couple of tickets. It was 1966. So this is story in the past. It was a hot September afternoon when we strolled into the stadium. The air reeked of greasy French fries, sweaty people, and smelly bathrooms. I pinched my nose. Poppy, it stinks. Let's go home and listen to the game on the radio, I pleaded. Goki, said Poppy, baseball is a lot of life. If you can stand the smell, you're going to love the game. I hope you're right, I grumbled. Gotta show different cultures to kids young when they're open-minded. Yes, receptive to others. Yeah, and there can't anybody. there's no better way of doing it through children's literature. Very true. So yeah, this is 1966. It's hot. It stinks. People are sweating. She wants to go home. The crowd was on its feet when we reached our seats. What's going on? I shouted to Poppy. He lifted me up higher, and I saw Hank Aaron, number 44, running onto the field. The cheers and whistles were so deafening, I almost missed him. Peanuts! Uh-oh. She's going to think of her friend. I visited France, England for my mom's family there, and the Bahamas. Oh, how fun. Any baseball fans here? Anna Ferguson, Dodgers. Me and my cousins, we always love going to the, especially since I've been learning Spanish. Oh, excellent. The Peanut Man at the baseball park. So that's where they kept him. But this guy looked nothing like Emilio. His cheeks were red from the midday sun. He wore a paper cap and an easy smile that revealed a row of milk white teeth. Yeah, we love going to the Dodger games. Especially like August and September when it gets really good. Usually, the beginning is fun to go, but mid-season, it's still hot. It gets really hot, July and August. So we kind of skip it, and then once it starts getting good, we'll go back. Look, Bobby, peanuts. 50 bags, please, I ordered. Damn. He laughed and bought me one bag. One warm, oily, yummy bag of peanuts. I breathed in the familiar smell of roasted peanuts. My throat tightened, and one fat tear ran down my cheeks. Yeah, the jerseys for the Dodgers are, especially the black ones, Jenna. They put in sensory booths and play areas at Fenway Park. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that, Hannah. His favorite team? I'm not a sports person, but I appreciate that. Yeah, athleticism. Very good. Is he allergic? Oh, faithful. Yeah, 4th of July baseball is the best. I agree. That just hit me too. Yeah. She said her throat tightened. I thought she was about to find. Oh, how scary. It's interesting, huh? Peanut allergies? Yeah, you have to be really careful with those. Are you alright, kiddo? Asked the Peanut Man. My name is Skokie, I muttered. Well, I'm Big D. Nice to meet you, Corky. Where are you from? Cuba, I said, biting my lip. I've heard they've had a little trouble down there. I didn't do it, I huffed. When he roared with laughter, She misses her friend, the peanut guy in Cuba, so she's going to talk to any peanut guy she can. I want to go to a baseball game just to... And for a hot dog. Baseball games are really fun. I love going. I love eating the nachos and hot dogs and sodas. Eating it all. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. A few grown-ups gasped. My astonished father opened his mouth to speak. Big D raised a bushy eyebrow. Are you all right, sugar? When I didn't answer. She's doing the same thing that she would do with the peanut guy in Cuba, but nobody understands what she's doing. Aw. Faith, we have an archives. We have our children's literature archives, and my favorite one personally is the bear-shaped hole or the hare-shaped hole. We'll probably read that one eventually further down the line. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Maybe Big D wasn't so different from Emilio after all. And for one shining moment, I was here, I was there, and I was home. Aw, that's sweet. He did the same thing back to her, and it made her really happy. An archive is a great detail. Yeah. Yeah, we delve into the archives, and then we go into and get our books out. Yes, as a history. Oh, yes, as a history major, a good archive. Yes, agree. The end. The Peanut Man. This was a good one. I think my vote shifted. So let's take a vote. 1 for the museum. 2 for the underwear dragon. 3, the Peanut Man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3. I like when those picture books have complete coverage. Yes, Faith, they did. Yes. Brooke Homer 3. John 3. Lindsay Armstrong 3. Didn't see 1, so I would say 2. Okay. Anna Ferguson 3. Billy Cody 3. You guys are getting really good titles tonight. Really good titles. Let's see what else we have in the stacks. Willa Potter 2, Maggie Lovett Unicorn, and Fairly. I love that. Maggie Lovett Unicorn and Fairly. 3. Never been here. Really, Anna Ferguson? Sometimes we have slow nights. But you're right. Every title is a good title. I just can't get over this thing color. Yeah. Yeah, Faith, we put in a lot of work. When I talk about the artist, you guys are the artists. I do the creation. You guys are the artists. You tell me how to decorate them. We just love a cozy read along. All right, our next book is The Night Frolic. Fontana Library coming through. Yeah, Fontana Library. They have a whole bunch of new titles. The Night Frolic. So you're our arts and yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, you forgot the pajamas. Samantha, you're right. I don't know why. You know why? This is why. Because I took my comforters in. To the laundromat and I washed them. I cleaned them. And then I put on fresh new bedding. So I'm going to take a shower before I go to sleep. So I have fresh pajamas on and then fresh sheets for tonight. I'm wearing shorts. So we get this gorgeous end page here. So that's gonna be a good night. Get this gorgeous end page and look at this symbolism here. The face. That's really cool. The Night Frolic. Look at all these details. It's like a big tree, a magical tree. You got some people sleeping here. And then you've got the dragon. It looks like a snake in the middle there. 2023 is when this was published. Where do children go when they drift off to sleep? Yeah, a lot of us, Faith, have that same. Yeah, my parents didn't read to me either. I would have loved it. Where do children go when they drift off to sleep? They float on a warm nighttime breeze over forests and peaks to the high den of the night tiger. That's a lot. But look at how pretty these illustrations are. Oh, Samantha, good. How's everything at work going, Samantha? Look at how pretty these illustrations are, these layers here. And these ties. Yeah, the swishy swirls. Really cute. Good evening, children. She purrs. Are you ready? Oh, so all these kids are getting ready to go to sleep. And look at, we love a good cat. Look at how cool that is. It's a very whimsical. I'm gonna travel next week though and kind of want to be, oh, yeah, it's a little intimidating. And then you got all these different, like, looks like a little mouse. It looks like a horse. Very magical. Yes, we love a good cat in children's literature. And an owl. There's so many details in this. You've got a snake up here. You got these little mushroom trees. Little kids here. My bachelor's of no work. Oh, how cool. Are you on spring break, babe? The children and the tiger cubs felt tumble down a mountain carpeted in night blossoms and arrive at the moonlit sea. We love a good cat. We love a good moon. All these little trees, little rivers. Mm-hmm. Greetings, children, says the moon. Are you coming? This is a pretty book. Look at the moon. It's like sending vibrations of sleep. And they're going to go on a journey. They're all on their sleepy boats. So pretty. Yeah, look, it looks very welcoming. They sail in silver ships over ribbons of moonlight. Merfolk glow in the bottomless deep and leap from the waves in splashing spirals. This is all about books. Here's the perspective up here, and it all comes down this way. Looks like they're all going up. Hey, Carol, welcome in. Looks like they're all going up into that direction there. Look at the detail on that. Really pretty. Welcome, children, they sing. Are you joyful? So this is a top view, an aerial view of the kids on the ship, and all these mystical creatures, mer people. They're mermaids, merfolk. It's like a Disneyland ride. Yeah, Cara, this one has gorgeous illustrations. We love gorgeous illustrations in children's literature. The ships weave through mighty icebergs, shimmering in the starlight. Bears romp and seals splash. I know, right, Pink? Yeah, today's children's book, they give us a lot of good illustrations. Art. Look at this sky here. Pretty. It's like looking at art pieces. Then they all bow to the night walrus. A good night to you, children, he barks. Do you feel the music? Look at the night walrus. Look at those fangs. And then you've got these people who are playing instruments here. Animals that are playing instruments. And this speaker is shooting out these colors. And the boats. And the owl here with his glasses. And then you have all of these dancing animals here. Right? Yeah. He's a little toothy. The ships reach the beach at the top of the world, where colored lights dance in the sky. The Earth's great pole holds up a shining pavilion. At its entry stands the night elephant. Look how pretty that is. I really love this book. I think I might have to get this for my own library. Look at those details. Look at that tent in the back. It's like a circus tent. The elephant there. Really cool. The children are here, she trumpets. At last, the night frolic can begin. Look at how pretty that is. That elephant. Look at the details on the elephant. The ears. We love a good moon. And look at this snake dragon around the moon. They finally land on the island and the night frolic can begin. Wonder what the night frolic is. Ooh. The children grab drums and cymbals, horns and flutes, guitars and fiddles, batons and sparklers. Round the great tent they march and twirl. All the beasts and lovely creatures join in. Guys, look at how pretty this picture is. Lots of details. You've got this circular motion of people. Look at these animals here. Floats, probably. Isn't that cool? It's like an owl leading them. Got all those details of the people. Yes. That's why we love going through children's literature, because if we don't open the pages of children's literature, we miss pictures like this as adults. Look how pretty that is. That takes a lot of work. Somebody spent a lot of time doing that. How beautiful that is. Lots of details. If this were in a museum, I would sit there and just look at it. Look at all the things. The details of the wings here. And notice that the glasses are like diamonds. They're like embellishments. An owl who loves a good embellishment. The night elephant throws back the curtains and the night frolic spills out. Look how pretty that is. They do. Very simple plots. Very simple plots, but gorgeous illustrations. They're coming out of that tent. Sailing, soaring, somersaulting, the children skim over sea and sand until their night frolic stirs the stars in the sky. The four winds spread the children's song. Look at these faces up here in the corner. It's their hair and this glowing light. It's really pretty. The music awakens the old serpent that encircles the world. He smiles down upon them. Blessings on you, children, he whispers. Isn't it time for you to sleep? Isn't it time to sleep? Yes. Hey, Venus, welcome in. Yeah, Faith, at the end, I'll show you my socials. All of these lives, I'm streaming currently on YouTube as well. All of these lives get uploaded afterwards. So you can go back and follow them before you go to sleep or at work for background noise. Thank you so much for that gift. I really appreciate it, Anna Ferguson. Down toward the dark sea, the children glide, where they ride upon dolphins to their home shores. Oh, thank you so much, Samantha. Yes. Yeah. I want to incorporate some. We were talking about the eagles and the eaglets. I want to incorporate something like that, something different. But to do it every day is always a challenge. The warm nighttime breeze lifts the children and tucks them into their soft beds. They're getting ready to go to sleep. Look at all here in their bed. The Free Willin' Kalani. Lindsay sent me. Oh, I love it. Thank you for coming in. I like that you're enjoying with us and not like something. Yes, Faith. Yeah, you get a lot of different ones out there. The night tiger gathers her cubs close in her den. The moon sinks into the sea. The merfolk rest in ocean caves. Hey, Free Willing Kalani. Yes, we're having a really good night. They have really good titles tonight. They're really good titles. The moon is setting, and look at the mystical animals all falling asleep on the little people in here. Yeah, having a conversation with the people. Having a conversation with everybody in the comment section. That's what I like. I like seeing what people's reactions are. The night walrus tells the seals a bedtime story. The night elephant nibbles on a peanut, and the swirling stars dance on and on. The walrus does big tea. Yeah, the peanut man was a good one. High above the clouds, the old serpent that encircles the world feels the rising sun glisten across his golden snout. He looks down upon the sleepers and smiles. Isn't it interesting? He made like an infinity, the infinity symbol. I know, I always like to make you guys feel included. But you guys always, I love the feedback that I get from you guys. Aside from making me laugh most of the time. Good morning, children, he whispers. Are you ready? Look at that picture. A little scary, but look at the detail on that. And then the end page. Look at how pretty that is. This is definitely one. There's the moon and then the sun. Definitely one for the archives. The Night Frolic. That was a good one. That was a very good one. All right, let's take our final vote. Fontana Library knocking it out of the park with their titles. All right, we started with the museum. Yeah, Lindsay Armstrong, the art in that one was really good. 1 for the museum. 2 for the Return of the Underwear Dragon. 3, the Peanut Man. And then 4, the Night Frolic. I'm gonna go with 4, the Night Frolic. This was a good one. Love it. Love it. Guys, earlier, let's see. Brooke Comer 4, Anna Ferguson 4, Lindsay Armstrong 3, Samantha 3, Venus 4, Venus 4. Thank you for the gift, Kendra Chris. I really appreciate that. Who was it that we were talking? John 3, Alex Fellow 4. Oh, who was it? So when I read this, when somebody said that this girl was a cross between, what were the 2 girls? The aesthetic for this one? Allison 4 and then Olivia 4. I can't remember what the aesthetic for this one was. I'm gonna have to ask. Global Village. Thank you so much. Let me take a picture of that. I want to look that up. It was Global Village, and then what was the other one? Oh, Madeline and Junie B. Jones. Um, Global Village, and then she said something else. I'll text her. I'll ask her again. That's funny. All right, let's go ahead and put in our spring bud. Shoe Girl, thank you so much. Let me take a picture of that. I have to look up those aesthetics. They make me laugh. Faith T. We keep the mouth going with tea. All right. Tonight we're drinking chamomile and lavender. Lavender and chamomile. Really good. All right. Guys, after yesterday's project, I had to clear everything out and clean because there was glitter all over the place. I had to clean up. I was like, I'm not going to bed with that all messy. Oh, yeah, Samantha. I was like, I can't. All right, let's take our bud. Let's put it over here. And today I found out is the first day of spring. So our buds should be popping in a lot more because the sun is coming out. Springtime. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for the 31K thousand looks. Yeah, yes. A book and a love. Yes. 31K thousand likes. Really appreciate it. Here are my socials for those of you who are new. Follow me on YouTube, EdMartin50GX. There is a link in my profile on TikTok that will take you here. Please subscribe. This is my Insta, EdMartin50GX. This is for my children's book, Follow My Journey. Donations, if you feel inclined, PayPal and Venmo, EdMartin50GX. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 10 o'clock for East Coast, and then 9 o'clock for our West Coast feed. Have a good night, everybody. Bye, John. We'll see you later.